For 50 years, the American retirement dream pointed in one direction. Work up north, save your money, retire to Florida for the sunshine and the zero income tax. The script was so dependable that Florida and retirement basically fused into one word. That script just broke. Here's the number that stopped me cold. In 2025, a national moving data study from Hire Helper found that about 45,700 people aged 65 and up moved into Florida, still more than any other state. Problem is, nearly 44,900 moved out. Do the subtraction and you get a net gain of just over 800 seniors for the entire year. Florida, the retirement capital of America, dropped clean out of the top 10 states for retiree gains. The new leaders? South Carolina, Texas, North Carolina, Tennessee. There's even a nickname for these people now, halfbacks. Northerners who moved all the way down to Florida got worn out by it and doubled back halfway north, landing in the Carolinas, Tennessee, Georgia, Virginia, Alabama. And the reason isn't the weather, it's the arithmetic. Florida home insurance has gone vertical. In the worst coastal counties, average premiums are climbing toward 5 figures a year, enough to swallow a third of a modest retirement budget hole. Add HOA dues, the special assessments condo owners keep getting blindsided by, and property taxes creeping upward, and that famous no income tax starts to feel like a magic trick. The kind where the magician's other hand is quietly in your pocket. A Florida Atlantic University survey found roughly 80% of Floridians worried about housing affordability, and nearly half admitted they'd thought about leaving over the cost of living. So today, 12 towns retirees are quietly leaving Florida for. For each one, you get the real 2026 home value, the tax and insurance angle, and where the nearest serious hospital sits, because that's the retirement deal breaker nobody prints on a brochure, plus the catch told straight. Then a quick scorecard: value, climate, healthcare, charm, and tax friendliness. Stick around to the end, because the 12 run from a $280,000 mountain city to a $500,000 coastal dream, and the ones that look cheapest often hide a catch that only surfaces years later. Let's count them down. We start at the top of the market because plenty of halfbacks aren't trying to spend less, they're trying to spend smarter. Charleston is the answer for retirees who refuse to give up the ocean but are done paying the Florida premium for the privilege. Cobblestone streets, antebellum mansions, some of the best restaurants in the South, and salt air without the peninsula-wide insurance meltdown. And remember, South Carolina led the entire nation in retiree in-migration last year. Real talk on price. Charleston is not cheap. Typical home value sits around $596,000, and it moves fast. But here's the sweetener that pulls Floridians in anyway. South Carolina fully exempts Social Security from state income tax, hands residents 65 plus a $15,000 deduction on other retirement income, and lops the first $50,000 of your home's value off the taxable rolls through its homestead program. The healthcare is genuinely elite, too. The Medical University of South Carolina, MUSC, is a nationally ranked academic medical center right in town, with a VA hospital alongside it. The catch is what you'd expect near the coast: wind and flood coverage on top of everything, and Charleston's own flood risk is real and getting worse. Call this the splurge pick. Slide down the coast into the low country and you can get the Hilton Head lifestyle for a little less. Bluffton sits on the May River, right at the doorstep of Hilton Head Island, and it's practically engineered for retirees. This is master-planned community country. Sun City Hilton Head alone has over 10,000 homes, with a Latitude Margaritaville next door for anyone who wants their golden years set to a Jimmy Buffett soundtrack, 40-plus golf courses within reach. oak trees dripping Spanish moss. The typical Bluffton home runs about $501,000. Steep, but the market's cooled a touch, which for once tilts things toward the buyer. Same South Carolina tax perks as Charleston, and care is close by with Hilton Head Hospital and Coastal Carolina Hospital both nearby. Here's the thing to sit with though. This is a planned community bubble. Some people call it paradise. Others find it a little manufactured. And the summer humidity is genuinely Florida-like. So if mugginess is what you're running from, Bluffton doesn't fully cure it. Now, a left turn most people don't see coming, the Alabama Gulf Coast. Fairhope sits on a bluff above Mobile Bay, and the first time you lay eyes on it, you'll wonder why it isn't more famous. A walkable, artsy downtown spilling over with flower baskets and independent shops, sunset views across the water, and a Gulf climate that skips the full open ocean hurricane exposure of the Florida Peninsula. The typical Fairhope home lands around $468,000. It's had a hot couple of years, so nobody's calling it bargain basement anymore. But Alabama is where the tax math gets loud. The state carries one of the lowest effective property tax rates in the entire country, roughly 0.37%, and it fully exempts traditional pensions from income tax. If you're a retiree with a pension, that pairing is tough to beat. Care is handled locally by Thomas Hospital, part of the infirmary health system. The trade-off: you're still on the Gulf, so hurricanes and insurance stay part of the deal. Lighter than South Florida, sure, but not zero. And Fairhope's charm is well and truly out of the bag now, which is exactly why the prices climbed. Back to the Carolina coast, but this time, finally, at a price that lets you breathe. Myrtle Beach and the Grand Strand pull a huge share of the retirees fleeing South Florida's beach towns, and the pitch is simple. The sand without the sticker shock. Typical home value here is about $323,000, genuinely affordable for an oceanfront region, with plenty of listings dipping under $300,000. The area is packed with active adult communities built for precisely this buyer. Tax-wise, it's the full South Carolina retiree deal all over again. And the Grand Strand Medical Center network keeps ER access fast up and down the Strand. What'll test your patience? Myrtle Beach is a tourism machine. In season, the traffic and the crowds are no joke, and it can tip more spring break than serene. If your version of retirement is quiet, aim for the outer communities and stay off the boardwalk. Time to trade the coast for a college town with a pulse. Athens is home to the University of Georgia, and that one fact reshapes the whole retirement experience. Concerts, museums, football Saturdays, lifelong learning classes, and a downtown that actually stays awake past 9. Cost of living runs noticeably below the national average, and here's a small delight for anyone watching every dollar. The city bus system is currently fare-free for everyone. The typical Athens home is around $344,000. On taxes, Georgia is quietly one of the best states in the country for retirees. It exempts a big slice of retirement income for people 65 and up to $65,000 per person, and fully exempts Social Security. Care comes from Piedmont Athens Regional and St. Mary's, two solid systems right in town. Now the flip side, it's a college town, which means during the school year, you're sharing it with 40,000 students, game day gridlock and rowdy weekends included. Some retirees feed off the buzz, others find it draining. Figure out which one you are before you sign. North now, into the Shenandoah Valley, to one of Virginia's best-kept secrets. Staunton, spelled Staunton, said Stanton, and the locals will correct you kindly, is a jewel box of Victorian architecture tucked into the mountains, with a real four-season climate and a nationally known Shakespeare theater downtown. More than 1 in 5 residents here is already 65 plus, so the town is built around older adults with well-regarded senior communities. The typical Staunton home lands between $300,000 and $355,000, which for a town this charming in a mountain valley is honest value. Virginia fully exempts Social Security from state tax and runs local property tax relief programs for seniors. Care is close and modern. Augusta Health, a well-rated hospital, is just down the road in Fisherville, plus a VA clinic in town. One thing you can't wish away here, this is genuine four-season weather. You will see snow and winter, which is the whole point if you're escaping Florida heat, but a rude surprise if you pictured mild forever. It's also a small town, so big city amenities mean a drive. Just south down the valley sits the bigger, more full-service cousin. Roanoke hands you something rare on this list, a real small city ringed by the Blue Ridge, with metro amenities and a cost of living that stays reasonable. About 17.5% of residents are 65 plus, and walkable neighborhoods like South Roanoke and Old Southwest put parks and greenways right outside the door. The famous Roanoke Star glows over the whole valley from the mountainside. The typical home here is about $282,000, one of the more affordable picks on the list for what you're getting. Virginia's retiree tax treatment applies, and healthcare is the real headline. Carilion Roanoke Memorial is a large regional referral hospital and teaching center, so you're not driving hours for serious care. Fair warning though, Roanoke is more workaday city than picture postcard village. It's practical, not precious. And like every mountain town here, tuck a house up a steep slope and you'll want to think hard about winter driving and access. Into the North Carolina mountains now, to a town that might be the most purpose-built for retirement on the entire list. Hendersonville sits just south of Asheville, and it's been a retiree magnet for decades. A walkable, flower-lined main street, apple orchards in every direction, and, tellingly, more than 25 senior care and rehab centers in the area, plus the beloved village of Flat Rock next door. This is a town that knows how to look after older adults. The typical Hendersonville home runs around $390,000 to $415,000. North Carolina fully exempts Social Security and has shifted to a flat state income tax just under 4%. And the health care here punches way above the town's size. 2 full hospitals, Pardee UNC Healthcare and Advent Health Hendersonville, which almost never happens in a place this small. The rub, the secret's out, and prices have climbed with the demand. Plus, this whole mountain region is now wrestling with a new kind of risk, which brings me to the thing every one of these Carolina mountain towns has to reckon with. I'll say it plainly at number 3. For the retiree who wants the mountains but wants them quiet, there's Brevard. Known as the land of waterfalls, Brevard sits at the edge of Pisgah National Forest and trades nightlife for waterfalls, white squirrels, and a classical music festival in the summer. It's the calmer, more affordable cousin to the ultra-elite mountain enclaves like Highlands and Cashiers just down the road. Forbes has repeatedly flagged it for low crime and clean air. Now, a correction worth making out loud, because you deserve accurate numbers. Brevard is not the sub-$320,000 bargain some older write-ups still claim. Typical home value here is actually around $468,000 today. This is a desirable, in-demand mountain town, and the price reflects that. Care runs through Transylvania Regional Hospital, a 24/7 community hospital right in Brevard, tied into the larger Mission Health network up in Asheville. Beyond the price, the thing to weigh is isolation. Brevard is small and tucked deep in the mountains, Serene, yes, but a real haul from a major airport or a big city specialist. And now the crown jewel of the halfback migration, the town Florida retirees name more than any other. Asheville sits at 2,200 feet in the Blue Ridge, and local brokers will tell you a huge share of their retiree clients are Florida refugees, people who came for the mountain summers, the art scene, the breweries, the farm-to-table food, and the sheer relief of a climate that isn't 95 and swampy in July. It's beautiful, it's cultured, and it is very easy to fall for. The typical Asheville home is about $462,000, and notably it's dipped a little lately, a rare soft spot in a hot region. North Carolina's tax treatment is favorable, and the healthcare anchor is major. Mission Hospital is one of the largest medical centers in the region, home to the area's trauma center and a deep bench of specialists. Now, two catches, and they may be the most important sentences in this whole video. First, Mission Hospital was sold to the for-profit HCA chain in 2019, and it has drawn real documented complaints about care quality and staffing in the years since. So, big hospital in town is true, but treat it as a starting point for your own homework, not a gold star. Second, and this is the one every Carolina mountain buyer now has to face, these mountains are no longer a safe harbor from disaster. Catastrophic flooding has hit western North Carolina. Insurers are rewriting their climate models for the whole region, and homes on steep slopes can carry landslide risk and limited evacuation routes. The irony is sharp. You flee Florida hurricanes and can meet a different climate risk here. Check the specific property, the flood maps, and the insurance quote before you fall in love. Get those two things right, and Asheville earns every bit of its reputation. Get them wrong, and it's an expensive lesson. If Asheville is the heart pick, Greenville is the head pick, and it keeps topping national retirement rankings for a reason. Greenville pulled off one of the great American downtown revivals, a genuinely gorgeous walkable center built around a waterfall park smack in the middle of the city, Falls Park on the Reedy, with a suspension bridge arcing over the falls. It's the whole package without the coastal insurance headache or the mountain slope risk. Homes move fast here, often in a couple of weeks, and there are big, active adult communities like Swansgate in and around town. The typical Greenville home is about $331,000, squarely in the affordable for what you get zone, and you get South Carolina's full retiree tax package. Healthcare might be its single strongest card. Prisma Health is the largest system in the state, and it's headquartered right here, backed by Bon Secours St. Francis. So top-tier care is in your own town instead of a road trip away. The downside is basically its own success. Greenville has grown fast, prices have risen with it, and the traffic and sprawl have grown too. The sleepy small-town version is already gone. What's left is a thriving small city. And number one, the town that for a huge number of Florida halfbacks checks the most boxes at once. Chattanooga sits where the Tennessee River carves through the Appalachians, and it's become a quiet retirement powerhouse, a revitalized riverfront, a walkable downtown, 4 real seasons that never turn brutal, and outdoor recreation, hiking, water, mountains, in every direction. This is a real mid-sized city with real amenities, not a village you'll exhaust in a weekend. The typical Chattanooga home runs around $300,000 to $330,000, strong value for a city this size, and the healthcare bench is deep. CHI Memorial is one of Tennessee's top-ranked hospitals, and Erlanger runs the region's only Level 1 trauma center, so the most serious care is right here. But here's the payoff that reels Floridians in, and it's the whole reason Tennessee keeps landing on these lists. Like Florida, Tennessee has no state income tax, none on your Social Security, your pension, your 401k withdrawals, any of it. You keep the exact tax perk that lured you to Florida in the first place, and you swap hurricane premiums and swamp heat for a river and 4 seasons. The trade-off nobody mentions is how Tennessee affords having no income tax, one of the highest sales tax burdens in the country, with combined rates running up around 9.25 to 9.75%. If you spend freely in retirement, that tax quietly follows you to the checkout line. For most retirees on a fixed budget, the overall math still wins big, but run your numbers, not the brochures. Get that trade right, and Chattanooga may be the single most balanced landing spot on this whole list. No income tax, real seasons, a real hospital, a real city, for the price of a modest Florida condo. Here's all 12 on one screen. Go ahead and screenshot this one. Step back and look at the pattern. If no state income tax is the thing you can't give up, only 2 towns here deliver it. Chattanooga in Tennessee, and Fairhope in no pension tax Alabama. If best value for the money is your filter, Roanoke, Myrtle Beach, Athens, and Chattanooga lead the pack. And if health care is the thing that keeps you up at night, as it probably should at this stage, Greenville, Roanoke, Charleston, Hendersonville, and Chattanooga each put a major hospital right in your own town. One honest word to tie the whole thing together: leaving Florida doesn't leave risk behind, it trades it. You swap hurricane insurance for mountain flood risk in the Carolinas, or a state income tax for a high sales tax in Tennessee. There's no free lunch, just the trade that fits your numbers, which is why every good financial advisor says the same thing: rent for 3 to 6 months before you buy, and let one full winter and one full summer show you the truth before you sign anything. So tell me in the comments, which of these 12 are you actually weighing? And if you've already made the half-back move yourself, what did the brochures forget to warn you about? Your answers are how the next episode gets written. If this saved you from an expensive mistake, a like helps another retiree find it before they sign. I'll see you in the next one.